Hello, everybody.
¿Cómo pudiste engañarme? Un amor tan grande que yo te di. Mi vida no se arrancó arde, como uno lo ama, no sé por qué sí. Yo sé que la canción existe, pero yo
How we doing, guys?
¿Con qué voy a aliviar mi alma si no tengo nada? Yo te perdí. Y ahora sí que el fracaso, todita su flecha apuntándome a mí. Tú que jurabas amarme, me pagaste así. Otra canción de mi suerte, me tocó perderte, no sé dónde voy. Y siempre yo voy a quererte, no voy a olvidarte, mira lo que soy. Y siempre yo voy a quererte, no voy a olvidarte, mira lo que soy. Quisiera olvidarlo todo, volver contigo, que me estoy llorando. Que nuestro corazón me grita, no seas cobarde, que te está pasando. Ay, no pierda la razón, como puedes quererla si te dio el engaño. Ay, no pierda la razón, como puedes quererla si te dio el engaño.
Hello, 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 my peoples. How are we doing today? Oh my God, I'm super, super excited. It's Dominican. Woo! I love Dominican Bachata, guys. We're going to start really, really soon. In about 1 minute, we're going to just allow other people to come in. But I can see people, you're off the hook in the group chat saying hello to one another. This is what I love to see. Guys, we're supposed to build a community of love, a community of dance where we support each other. So the fact that you're saying hello to one another really, really makes me happy. So hello. Lovely to see you all here. Who do we have here? Layla is here, of course. Of course, she's here and she's donating money as well. Thank you, darling. Always appreciated. Benjamin, I already said hello to my Benjamin. Hello, my darling. Ready for Dominican Bachata? We have Susana, Andres here. Fantastic. Ortendo, of course, with his generous donation. Thank you so much, darling. I know you're having a holiday today, aren't you? Finishing off your night with Dominican Bachata? Jim is here and donating money as well. Hola, Jim. Lovely to see your video. I enjoyed that video of yours. All right, Irina, Sarah, Mary Louise, Mary Lou, my love, my heart is here. And we have Matt as well. Fantastic. Parishada's always here. Hi, darling. Lovely to see you again. And we have Random Trails. Random Trails, welcome. I was mentioning everybody's name, and then we have Random Trails, right? Victoria is here, Ana María, Luis, aquí también, con siempre. ¡Mua! Un beso, Luis, para ti. Victoria is here, community of love. Indeed, community of love, I say. So, guys, we're going to start now with our class, but let me explain what's going to happen to you. Oh boy, do I have a plan for you today. Okay, so Dominican Bachata is one of my favorite dances of all time, including merengue. Like, I love merengue as well, but I love traditional Dominican Bachata. As you probably already know, I go to, well, before Corona, I go to the Dominican Republic all the time. I organize holidays to Dominican Republic. We're supposed to have one in April, fingers crossed, but Dominican Republic and Dominican Bachata is everything to me. So we usually do many different kinds of Dominican Bachata in Europe because it's hard to do it traditionally, because traditional Dominican Bachata is only a few steps and then you improvise, you know? So anything that is a little bit more trained Dominican Bachata, it suddenly starts changing and it becomes something else. So I wouldn't dare calling it traditional. I would just say it's Dominican Bachata. But today we're going to be using traditional Dominican music. I picked 3 songs that I really want to use today. All of them are super fast. So, you know, just cross your heart, wish for the best, and, you know, just stay with me. Stay with me. I'm not going to abandon you through this experience. I promise it. But it's going to be a cardio. So whoever's in London and locked down, that's your exercise of the day. How about that? But it is going to be a fast song. Sal, hello, darling. Marisa, Sitika, Elena, hello, hello, hello. So it is going to be faster today, but we're going to start slow with a couple of movements, and then we're going to do a little warm up with the movements, and then I have a really short piece of choreo for you to mess about with the footwork. It's exciting. With the fast music, it gets a little bit, but that's the fun of Dominican Bachata. Now, in order to have the best result, we need to do a couple of things before we start because I want to give you an experience also of authentic movement, something that you would feel comfortable with. Because in Dominican Bachata, when it gets fast and when we start playing with the footwork and everything, we still want to remain the looks of it. So we're going to go through a couple of things and hopefully that will help you out with your experience as well. Victoria, hello, and Alistair, привет. Hopefully your planes are doing fine, Alistair. All right, guys, let's get it started. First, we're gonna do without the music, a couple of movements that I want to practice with the music, and then we're gonna do a little. First try, perfect. And then we actually gonna do the routine, okay? But the movement first. So now in bachata, the most Dominican bachata, the most important thing is the lower part of your area. Yes, in Dominican bachata, the upper body it kind of has a natural movement, but we don't really accent it as such all the time. Only sometimes. So the arms are going to be by our side, shoulders a little bit back. Everything is engaged, nice and relaxed, right? Here engaged, keeping your core as always, but here is nice and relaxed. And Yorkshire in the house. Excellent. Hello, Sarah from Yorkshire. Welcome, welcome. So we have this posture here. Everything's nice and relaxed, but now a little bit soft to knees. And we're going to focus a little bit on our hip action, okay? So now the hip action, we're going to start on the left foot, guys. The hip action, there's two main ways you can do it. There's many other kind of actions, and this is the same for leaders and followers. In Dominican Bachata, the men's booty moves sometimes even more than the ladies. I'm just saying. If you don't believe me, go to YouTube afterwards and check it out. So the actions, two main ones. One is a figure eight, and two is a side to side. We use different ones for different scenarios, but those are two main ones that I want us to practice, okay? Now, when you do a figure eight, what I want you to do is make sure when you do this figure eight, you keep your balance completely backwards on your heels. Now, this is a revolutionary thing. All the dancers say always keep your weight forward when you're dancing. Not in this case. We are trying to do a little bit more traditional. So what I want you to do is keep your weight back on your heels. So then when you're going to be moving your booty, you will, as a joke, actually you can even try forwards and backwards your weight and you will see the difference. When your weight is forward, it's here. When your weight is backwards, it becomes here, right? So try and experiment, see the difference. But in Dominican Bachata, when we're doing footwork, we tend to be on our heels a little bit more, okay? So now, the figure eight, soft knees, it starts in a corner, right? And it goes from one corner backwards to another corner backwards, from one corner backwards to another corner backwards. It literally is figure eight, but it's gonna be with fast forward. So it is not gonna be like I'm now showing you here. This is not gonna exist. It's probably gonna be here. That's it. That's as big as it's gonna get whilst you're moving, right? So just for you to see clearly, I'm making it big, but then we're gonna keep it tight. So open legs, slightly soft knees, relax your upper body, engage the core, arms by your side, and we start our weight on the right foot. So we start the hip to the left, from the weight on your right to the left, and you're doing your figure eight. Hook and roll and backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards and backwards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And 1, 2, 3. Remember, the weight is back on your heels. You using your heels. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. You gotta engage that core. If you don't engage the core, the whole body starts moving, and that defeats the purpose of keeping the upper body more or less straight and focusing just on the lower body. Now, the other thing I want you to do now is do it in a bachata tempo, which is 1, 2, 3, tap, 5, 6, 7, tap, right? So as you're gonna be here, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, right? On the tap, we do nothing. We just wait. So we have 1, 2, 3, nothing, 1, 2, 3, nothing, like a figure 8. Let's try, let's try. Maria Lebanon is here. Fantastic. Welcome. Figure 8 time. Okay, let's go, guys. Weight on the back heels. Keep your body here, engaged, overall relaxed. And 3 and pause. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So this is one of the things that we will practice with the music. Now, the figure 8, if you notice, look at my upper body. Nothing, right? It's responding, but it is not moving. It's all about here, and it's from the heels. And as you're going to progress and you're going to be dancing, it's just going to go in one position here, something else here, blah, 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 blah. Now, action number 2 is this, right? Side to side. So now, as you have the same open position, your weight is on the heels, you're going to relax your hip side to side as you're shifting your weight. So now my weight is on my right foot. As I go there, I extend the hip sideways and then extend the hip sideways here. And we have the same principle 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Side, side, side. 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 Side, 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 right? Now, final hip action is going to be forwards and backwards. We're going to need this action when we're going to do other steps that requires us to be on the spot. Now, this action right here is going to be forwards and backwards with the pulsing. It sounds a little bit rude, but with a little bit of a thrust with your pelvis, okay? So what we want here is a little contraction backwards with your lower back. You will feel a little collection, and I'm slightly straightening my legs, not locking, just straightening. And as I'm here and I'm straightening my legs a little bit, then I'm going to be releasing them forward, and that exactly allows my pelvis to go forward, from back to forward, from back to forward. But guys, pay attention. We're not going up and down, up and down. Look at my head, it's even. It's all about this. We need this action here because we will be doing things like this, that is traveling with a syncopated step. In order to travel with a syncopated step with the hip, you're going to have to work that pelvis, right? So one more time. Left foot in front, right foot is behind. My weight is on my right foot. And now I'm going to put my left foot kind of like on the ball of the foot to make sure I'm stable, right? So now, as I'm here, I am first collecting backwards with my lower back, right? A little contraction. And then I release pelvis forward and focus your head completely straight, and it's just your pelvis going backwards and forwards. But this is going to be a syncopated action. So we're going to prepare on and before 1. So the contraction backwards is and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Does that make sense? It's not the same as 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3. It's going to be and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And then when we're moving forward, we actually moving forward 1, 2, 3, but the pelvis going and 1, and 2, and 3, right? So we're using a little syncopated, which means faster, and 1, and 2, and 3. So So as you're in this position, you have and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now, it will all make sense when you're dancing, but I think so many times you go to a class, you learn pieces of footwork, and then you look still like you're just doing pieces of footwork rather than dancing, right? So I think it's important to understand that there's so many hip actions. It's important to understand how to use, where your weight is, how to move your pelvis without looking like you're jumping around. It's more about gliding through the floor when you're dancing Dominican Bachata, right? So it's really important, those details, so when you start doing that footwork, you at least know what to focus on when you're practicing on your own, okay? So now, let's start with the music. We do that, and we're gonna continue with our footwork. Okay, so not to freak you out on the first song, just for the movement, guys, just for the movement. There we go. That's it. Just the hips. Open the legs. 5, 6, figure 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hay que saber robar, conocer su corazón, porque se puede confundir la maldad con el amor. Side to side. Puedo cometer errores, porque un loco como yo no mide las consecuencias. Meterle por tu ventana y robarte de tu cama y tu ropita interior. Left foot forward. Y besar tu cuerpecito sin dejar marcar. I want it to and one more time. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Side to side. Hey. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Left foot forward. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. How are you feeling? Getting warm? Now, same thing, but with a tap. Watch 1, 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Okay, same thing, but we do have a little tap on 4 and 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Porque siempre tengo el susto de que no bonito por ahí. Side to side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Soy un loco, eso a mí me vale ver. Eso a mí me vale ver. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eso a mí me vale ver. Side. Es que un loco como yo no se le dice amor. Porque si no me lo da, porque si no me lo da, me estoy loco yo. Side to side. Here we go. A un maldito loco como yo. Hey, 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 hey. Forward on the left. Work it. Ah! Well done. Whew, how are we feeling? Are hope you're warm. So, guys, this was kind of like a little warm up and introduction. I know it took a little bit of time, but I hope you found this beneficial. At least you will know how to practice your hips because ultimately, footwork, it can be really boring because if you don't have the flavor for the footwork, you're just learning new steps over and over again. It means nothing. As soon as you can add on that flavor, which we talked about the hips and the rest, you will find it is so much more exciting. So now let's go into our little routine. In the syncopation, the emphasis is forward. Yes, preparation is backwards, but the emphasis is forward. So we always think bachata if we're dancing on one, because there's bachata on two as well. I'm just saying. So if you are dancing bachata on one, which we are doing, then you're stepping one. So the step is one. So that means emphasis is forward. But the preparation is on a syncopation and. So it's the end of 8, beginning of 1, right? So if you would be doing just a basic on the spot, emphasis will be 1, but there's a preparation before the emphasis. If that makes sense, Victoria. My 8 and my toe side melted into 1. That's good. So melting into 1 is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and ta ta ri ta ta. That's fine. If it melts together, that means your hips are just moving through the pause to the same directions as your figure 8, which is absolutely fine. As long as you don't move on 8 and 4 and you keep it as your pause, absolutely fine. I mean, they look the same. Well, that is not good. Make sure that when you're doing figure 8, it's actually moving. When you're doing side to side, there's a little down and up action. It's not just straightforward. There's a little soft down and up action, and that's what makes it a little bit more different. So when it's a figure 8, it's moving sideways. When it's the side to side, it has a little bit of an up-down situation when it's with the tap. Definitely warmer. Good. Okay, guys, let's do this one more time. I'm going to come back to the hips and we're going to talk about them later, but let's continue with our choreography. So we're going to start with the basic step, which is our box step, okay? From now on, think about gliding on the floor and keeping everything super duper small. No problem, Sal. So we start on the left, we do our box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Easy, right? We have side and forward, side and back. You always start with your left and you continue making the box with the left. Then you start with your right and you continue making a box with your right, okay? Then after a couple of those, we're going to do kind of like a half of the box. So what's going to happen, I'm going to take a step to the side, but then immediately step forward. And then I'm going to take a step to the side and immediately go back. So instead of going side together forward, we're not going together, we're going side, and as we are coming back, we're immediately stepping forward, and then we're going side, and as we're coming back, we're immediately stepping back. So it's a really similar feel to our back and forward basic, but it's kind of like sideways, forward, sideways, back. It's more based on half of the box, rather than the back and forward, but it has a very similar feel. So we start with the box. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half box, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. So that's our beginning. Now, guys, if you are okay with these 2 steps, give me a little thumbs up and we're immediately moving along. Yes, I know we have here a YouTube channel where everybody's mixing together different levels, so be patient. Some will know more than others. But just let me know. Good, thumbs up, bad, thumbs down, and we're going to do it again. Now, as you do the box, I want you to immediately think about your hip. Because with the box, we're traveling so much, I recommend to try and do your side hip right here, right? The one that we did here, But now as you're traveling, try to have a bit of a side hip going on. Focus on that. And especially when you're doing the half of the box, look here. I'm not even lifting my legs. My legs are planted, my weight is on my heels, and I'm actually using my, my hip action that we practice as I'm going through my step. Hip, hip, and. Hip, hip, and. Hip, hip, and, right? So many options there to wiggle that hip. Make sure you use them. Excellent. One last time, we move it along. 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, half. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. Now we're going into side cross cha-cha-cha, right? 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Yes? As I'm going to the side, I'm going kind of like on the ball of the foot. I'm not actually transferring my weight completely on a flat foot. So on the ball of the foot, as I step, I change my direction to look that way. And now I do my cha-cha-cha, which is 3 steps. Cha-cha-cha. I do that as I cross over on the first cha. Cha, and then on the spot, cha-cha, right? So I have 1, transition 2, cha-cha-cha. Anytime you're doing the cha-cha-cha, it has to be really small and really even because you want it to look fast, yes? You want it to look nice. If you're gonna start making big cha-cha-chas, it just looks too ballroomy. So try to keep it really tight, right? It's soft knees on the ball of your feet and it's just there as you do the cha-cha-cha. You can exaggerate the first step, boom, cha-cha-cha, still very small, right? One more time. 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Now, I'm gonna go down and up. So my right leg is now gonna do tap and heel, tap and heel. As I do my tap and heel, I'm going down and my right leg kind of pushes onto the floor. And now I'm gonna bring myself up and it's gonna be the heel. I'm gonna go down and then as I come up, it's gonna be heel. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, right? Or 5 and 6, we had 7 and 8. Now, it's actually a little step down rather than just one step. So as I'm here, it's actually 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. There's actually 2 little steps. Quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. But it's a transition to come up, transition to come up, right? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Down and up, down and up. And what's happening again? Hip, hip, up, hip, hip, up. And here you can actually do a small, tiny little, because it's going to be super fast. Figure 8. Ting, ting, ta, ting, ting, ta. Small, guys. Small, trust me when I say, when it gets fast, right? So from the side cross. 5, 6, 7, we go. 1, 2, cha, 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 down and up, down and up. One more time. 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, cha, 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 down and up, down and up. Are we still okay? Now, as soon as we hear, we're going to go on 1 to that direction. And 1, and 2, and 3, 4. And 1, and 2, and 3, sorry, and 4, right? So we're here on the right foot. We just finished with the heel. We're changing the leg to one direction, to another direction. One more time, then bring it forward, and then bring it back. It's all going to be, again, syncopated versions, so it's going to be really fast. We go and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, right? And look at the position we are, 5, and 6, and 7, 8. We're going to slightly travel this time, okay? So one more time, we're here. We go and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, 8. And part 1 done. This is our part 1. There's still part 2, but at least we'll have something to practice with music. So now, guys, important bit here. When we do this, please Don't think about lines. So we don't want, again, this is the Dominican Bachata. It comes from the streets. So what we don't want to do is this. No open positions, no like big toes or something, nothing. It literally is just a transition, right? My body allows my legs to go from one direction to another, and it looks like as if one leg kicks out the other one. And you see, it's even. And it's really, really quick, right? So as I'm here, that leg is now gonna push that one out. Yes? I'm here, pushes that one out. Pushes out, and now here, look, my leg goes, my body doesn't. It's a syncopation, ta-ta, ta-ta, not ta-ta. I'm saving my energy, I'm not taking a step, I extend, bring it back, taka, 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 ta, right? So one more time, heel up, we have extend, 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 just the leg, and. Now, as you're doing and 1 and 2, make sure you prepare, and then every time you're doing the first step, travel with your right foot behind your left one. Travel, 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 travel. But it's all very small. But can you see? Every time I'm going, putting that leg down, as I prepare, I take a small step. Put the leg down as I prepare, small step. Put the leg down as I prepare, small step. Taka, taka, taka. The arms are there just out of the styling. But to be honest, this is just because we are doing it now for fun. On the streets, nobody will hold their hands like this. But now you can do this just like, look at what I can do, right? That's the idea. So one more time. We did the heel, extend. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. One more time. 5, 6, 7, go, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Anytime you think you have time, you don't. So just go for it, okay? From the top, we have box step 2 times, half box step 2 times, side cross, cha-cha-cha, down and up, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, taka, 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 taka. Slowly first. 5, 6, 7, basic, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, think the hips, 5, 6, now half, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, side cross, we go, 1, 2, cha cha cha, 5 and 6, 7, 8 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3 and 4, back to the basic, which is the box. All right, my peoples, I think we're ready to do one slow song, and then we're gonna try one faster one. But guys, can you tell me if you have any questions? Use the group chat for your advantage. Now, as you're doing your steps, whenever you find yourself, oh, this is easy, really think about the hip action. For example, I could go 1, 2, this is all the box, right? I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, so many things. So at least try your figure 8 side to side and try to play with it a little bit more. I'm just watching you today with a cup of tea. Too complicated for me. You got a few brilliant beginners bachata YouTube videos. I have been practicing too. Oh, fantastic. Well done, darling. You know what you can do when the music comes up? You could at least practice the box, and you could practice half of the box. Now that is definitely not too complicated for you. So whenever the music comes up, you put that cup of tea down and you come and do your at least box step, at least that. Can you go over the syncopated steps one more time? I can, absolutely. I'm going to do that one more time for you. And Sal, I see you. Thank you so much for your donation, darling. Thank you very much. Okay, so one more time, the syncopated steps. Now, as I do my first one, 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha is slightly different than a syncopated, but it's also faster. So that's the first one. Now, the other syncopated step is here, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. But I think what you were talking about is the side ones, right? And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So now, every time there's an and, this is maybe very good for everybody to know actually. Every time you hear me say and, that means it's a syncopation. So the beat is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That means there's a beginning of one, there is a middle of one, which is one, there's an end of one. So it could be and one, and then there's and two. Is the end of one, but beginning of two, right? So that's what the syncopation is. I can go one, or I can go and one. Yes, I could do one, or I could do and one. So many things, but that's the syncopation, right? In general, anytime you hear and, there's something before something. So in this case, when you're going, for example, you did 1, 2, 3, and 4, your cha-cha-cha. Now you're going 7 and 8, da-da-da-da, and then you're going open, 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 da-da, that's your syncopation, and tiki, 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 ta, right? One more time. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is that helpful, darling? Random trail? Is that helpful for you? Sara got it. Excellent. Araceli, saludos. Oh, Belize, saludos. Qué bueno. Excellent. Random got it. And I have also Marisa and Benjamin to thank. Guys, thank you so much for your donations, guys. I see you. And now, let's get it cracking. I'm going to play one slow song, and then I'm going to do one faster one, just for you to get it out of your system. And then we're going to immediately go for the part 2. So maybe half of the slow one. Let's see. You might recognize this song. I heard it first when I was in Dominican Republic, actually. But this is a nice, easy tempo. Easy.
Cacique, Raúl.
Right? 5, 6, 7, go, 1. 5, 6, 7, and 1. Half. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. All right, here we go. Side across. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 1. Kind of sort of. This time, I'm not going to count, so you could listen to the music, okay?
En cuerpo y alma, te haré el amor de mi manera. No te quisiera y un segundo llamarte. Ya mi cama espera por ti y mi habitación te llama. Ya no aguanto más las ganas. Ay,
Two
quiero
balls.
desnudarte enterita y explorar tu cuerpo entero. Esta noche no se duerme, haremos locura.
Are we ready? Let's go. Side.
Te acariciaré, tú me besarás. Haremos el amor una y otra vez más. Te sorprenderé con mis trucos de amor y haré tan feliz que nunca puedo olvidar. Esta noche
On the spot. Ready? From the top. 5, 6, 7, go. 1. Half. Let's go.
románticamente, tú me sigues and what?
How are we feeling, guys? Are we okay? So I want to cut this short because I want to play a little bit faster song. Now, don't be scared. It is supposed to be what it is, and just give yourself a little bit of time. The more you're gonna practice, the better it gets, all of that jazz. So just because it's now faster and I'm gonna go a little bit crazy, don't get put off. A lot of the people get put off. Don't persevere. Whenever something goes wrong, do your basic. If you can't do it as fast, do at least the box or the half of the box. But I don't like teaching Dominican Bachata steps to a very slow song and never try fast one, and then people go and dance, and then the fast music comes on and they don't know how to survive it, right? So I want to be able to train you that you could last on a fast song as well. So just stay positive and let's get this party started. Let's go. Okay, bear with me, breathe. No matter what happens, I always loved you. I love this song as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep it tight, keep it tight, keep it tight. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep it tight. Your weight on the heels. Make sure you breathe. Stay cool. No jumping. Era solo el recuerdo de lo que pasaría cuando la conocí. Esa mujer de la que bailaba con el pelo de sello. Okay, guys, are we ready? Here we go. Side cha-cha. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. No sé si me quiso, si me traicionó, como me contó, el que presenció que otro llegó de un pueblo lejano buscando a ella. Get ready, we're gonna stop. Pero así pasó. Let's go. Sound 1. A esa mujer, ha. A esa mujer, a esa mujer, side roll. No sé con qué, si con gasolina o papel de lija o tire o gasoil, pero esa mujer yo la abordaré. Keep breathing, keep breathing. A esa mujer la abordaré. Mi noche tengo insomnio, no puedo dormir. Yo siento su voz, tu cuerpo caliente, tu voz que me dice, papi ven pa' acá, papi echa pa' acá, papi ven a bañar. Pero esa mujer yo la abordaré, la abordaré. A esa mujer, let's go, side cross. 1, 2, ra-ra-ra. I don't want to kill you yet. All right, breathe, breathe, breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Guys, don't worry. We're going to have plenty of time to practice a little bit more. But I don't want to kill you on this song because we have still part 2 to do. So we have Sidika. Could you show the passing to the basic step from the step? Yeah, sure. So when you do your last step, and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, or whatever the number was, right? Yeah, I think that was it. My weight is in between the legs. Even though the right leg is off the floor, it's on the ball of the foot. So look what happens. 1. If I have my right foot on the ball of the foot, look, I can lift myself and just step to the side, right? So as I'm going and 5 and 6 and 7, 8, even if my weight is on my left flat footed, my right foot is on the ball of the foot, I raise myself 1, 2, 3, and 4. Does that make sense? I burned 1,000 calories. Guys, I did tell you it's going to be your cardio of the week. You're welcome. Maybe. I don't know. I love it. I love it so much. I love Dominican Bachata so much. I don't do it often only because it's contagious. Once I start doing Dominican Bachata, I can't stop. I start listening to it every day. I start, visualizing the Caribbean and everything. And now Caribbean is far away. So I'm trying to, not kill myself with the Dominican Bachata ideas. Good, Siddiqa got it. Okay, guys, since you're doing great, let's go to part two. And then we're gonna try and put everything together. So now, part two is gonna be a little bit easier maybe, but we're gonna play with the timing. So now, I'm gonna do again a side step, but this one is not gonna angle. This is a normal side and come back tap, yes? Side and come back tap. Side and come back tap. It's like our side step in bachata, yes? But this side step now, we're not gonna go side and come back tap. We're gonna wait on the first beat for a really long time, and then as we're coming back, we're gonna do our syncopation. Syncopation, forward and back, just like we did when we went from ta ka ta ka ta ta ta, but much smaller. Instead of ta ta, it's going to be just this, just this, just this. The smaller, the better. When it's a very small syncopation, not only you are actually keeping your energy inside your body rather than taking it out, but also when other people look at your feet, they're fascinated. They come, like Georgette. Anybody knows Georgette? A magical syncopation master, yes? The reason she looks magical because her syncopations are so small, people don't understand what she's doing, right? That's the magic. It's easy, everything she does, but because she's so fast and so meticulous and so small, it's hard to pick it up, right? So that's the challenge. So the first step, super slow, slow. Then as I'm coming back, I'm changing my weight and syncopation. Super slow, changing my weight, syncopation. Super slow, and then look, change the weight to do syncopation, right? So I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, I'm gonna go to the side. You'll see, it will be easier when it's faster, but just for you to understand. So it's gonna be slow and syncopation. One more time, slow and syncopation. Slow and syncopation. Slow and syncopation, okay? Now, I'm gonna go to the other side, normal, normal, and as I cross, I'm gonna cross 2 times. 1, 2. Yes? So now as I'm going here, 5, 6, 7, usually 8 is here. But what I'm doing is 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm using the same leg for the step and for an extra one as a tap. I completely shift my weight, so I'm still ready to go on my one on my left. Does that make any sense for you? I hope so. So we have 1, ta, ta, ti, ti, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make sure your weight on 8 is completely on your right foot. We're turning halfway. 1, 2, 3, tap. And as we're coming back, we're going to go with our hip. 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Done. Done. Okay? This is it. You do this part, we combine it, we kill it, that's it, it's done. So now, just watch it from this direction. I did slow and ta-ta, go. Immediately, there's not going to be any waiting time. Slow and ta-ta, go, go, double step. Yes? It's as if on the soft knee, I'm crossing, I'm bouncing up, crossing again, but this time to put my weight on it. As I'm turning, it's a little twist. Don't be afraid, it's a small one. Twist and turn halfway, and then right foot circles. 1 circle, 2 circle, 3 circle, 4, you're ready to go. That's it. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and slow. Ta, 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 5, 6, 7, 8, twist and step. Tap, circle, 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 and 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more time. 5, 6, 7, and slow. Ta, ta, ti, ti, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How's it feeling, guys? Are we managing? Oh, guys, you're awesome. Ella and Marilu, thank you so much for your donations. And yes, Ella, Georgette is awesome. I love her, love, love, love so much. Absolutely brilliant she is. Wicked. All right, guys. One thing I'm going to say, when it gets fast, if you are struggling, you can do this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you don't need to play with the timing if it's stressing you out. If you feel like you're just starting Dominican experience and this is a little bit too much to handle, you can do normal tempo. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely fine. Or you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just your side step. So if you're drinking tea, like one of my students here, if you're drinking tea, put the tea down and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 2, 3, 4. Walk, 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 and I'm happy. You can do that absolutely fine. To which direction do you do circles? I'm confused. Victoria, don't be confused. Now, as you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, I start with my right foot and my circle starts going to the left and backwards. To the left and backwards as I stomp. Yes? Stomp, stomp, stomp. But it's going backwards and stomp. And stomp. My circle actually happens in the air if I think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts in the air before I stomp. Is that helpful, Victoria, for you at all? Hope so. Dynamic is going. What's the question, Dynamic? Should we do it one more time? So remember, guys, if you're struggling, you can do always the basic version. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, right, right. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. No shame in that whatsoever. I'm just trying to spice up your life. That's all. The rest of you, let's do the complicated version. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, hit. And 5, and 6, and 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, guys, this is the challenge. We're going to do it for like 2 minutes to a music. Just that part, so you would actually be able to pick it up when we put everything together, and then we put the whole thing and we practice it properly. Alistair, thank you so much for your donation, Dalek. I just saw it. Thank you very much. Hola, Adriana. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien? All right, guys, as we start, we're going to start with our box step. And when I say go, you're going boom, ta, ta, ti, ti, ta, ta, ti, ti. Okay? But now, watch it first. Watch. 5, 6, 7, walks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now watch the start. Yes, this direction.
¿Cómo pudiste engañarme? Una boca grande que yo te di. Mi vida no se habrá cobarde cuando uno no ama.
Okay, ready? Together. 5, 6, 7, walks.
¿Cómo voy a aliviar mi alma si no tengo nada? Ya te perdí.
Go!
Y ahora si tiene fracaso, todita su flecha apuntándome a mí. Tú que jurabas amarme, me pagaste así. No te cansas de mi suerte, me tocó perderte, no sé dónde voy. Siempre yo voy a quererte, no puedo olvidarte, mira lo que soy. Si siempre yo voy a quererte, no puedo olvidarte, mira lo que soy. Quisiera olvidarlo todo, volver contigo, que me estoy llorando. En el corazón me
Are you ready? Let's go! Get the slow!
Ay, no pierda la razón, pierda la razón, como puedes quererla si te dio el engaño. Ready? Go! Last one, let's go!
Whoo! How we feeling, guys? Are we okay? Dynamic is just doing the easiest steps, which is absolutely fine. Guys, you know, I've been doing these live streams now here, classes on my YouTube channel since April, first lockdown in London. And I've been doing my channel for like over 2 years with 10 minutes short videos of all kinds of steps, including a lot of basic steps. So, you know, now and then we're going to do something a little bit, maybe more, sometimes a little bit less, but it's all based on more or less technique. We try to really go through things that are important, like the hip movement and all of the rest. But there is literally no shame. There's always going to be in live classes some who are a bit more advanced, some who less. No shame whatsoever. Always ask if you need to ask. And most importantly, as I say, there's a basic version of every single step that we do. Make sure you do those and have a good time. Work on your stamina, work on your leg muscles, work on your core, work on to do even on the basic steps, right? So no shame. I applaud you for saying this. Well done, darling. A bit slow than the quick. When it gets tricky, you have to listen. When you do the slow step, you cannot rely on every music being the same, right? So when you're doing your slow, you literally have to listen. Doom, ta 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 e. Yes? Doom, ta 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 e. Doom, ta 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 e ta ta ta. Doom, ta 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 e ta ta ta. Doom, ta 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 e ta ta ta. Right? So you gotta go, 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 go. That's absolutely right. So difficult tonight. Parishat, don't worry, breathe through it, breathe through it. Don't think it's difficult. Think about it, it's exciting. Yes, we're gonna do now from the top, guys, one more time, really slowly, and then we're gonna try and do it once with the slow song, once with the fast song, and then I'll set you free, okay? But we're gonna practice a little bit more. Absolutely, Marilu, don't worry. We're gonna do it now without the music, the whole thing. One needs light feet as well as soft knees for this speed. Absolutely. So first of all, one needs soft knees and good core. The second thing where you need to remember, if you're on your heels, you need to glide through the floor. If you glide through the floor, everything is easier. The moment you start taking the steps, this is when it gets really complicated. What you want to do is glide through the floor. Glide through the floor, you will find yourself having a lot of energy, not getting suffocated with the fast music. But if you're taking every single step, that's when it becomes a little bit more exhausting. The other thing with the syncopations, you need to learn how to use this part of your leg rather than the whole part of your leg. So even when I do this, can you see? I'm not doing the whole leg. Exhausting, and it's just not quick enough. I'm using this part of my leg. Can you see? The lower part of my leg. Same here. Is my lower part of my leg. My weight completely on one leg. Dun, dun, dun. So if you learn how to shift your weight, my weight is now on my leg. Can you see? Ta 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 ta. This is how the feet become faster. Being on the right leg at the right time and making sure you use only half of your leg for that motion. Super, super helpful. It's the first time I catch you live. Amazing. Oh, Sophia, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you, darling. It's tough going so fast, but gives me energy. It's so joyful. Yeah, guys, Dominican Bachata, it's all about the joy, which is quite amazing because they sing a lot of the times about the suffering, about the lost love, about, family struggles, about social inequality, so many things that they sing about that is definitely not joyful. But the beautiful thing, the reason the music is so joyful, because they sing me to go through it And so they just rather dance through it than just be depressed about it. And it's a Caribbean feel. They're in the Caribbean Sea, and it's so beautiful. It's wonderfully beautiful music. Absolutely beautiful music. All right, guys. So now, once from the top, here we go. Starting with the box step. 5, 6, 7 box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, box step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're doing half box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side cha cha cha. 1, 2, cha cha cha. Down and up. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Legs out. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Down. 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Guys, from here, slow, slow, and quick. Ta ta. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Box step, we go. Most important thing to remember, after you do tiki taki tuki taki, slow, ta 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 e. That's the part to remember. If you forget, don't worry. Just do the box step and come back and do it in your own time. It's fine. But if you can, please. Da 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 da. Boom. Da da ti 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 da 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 da. Right? One more time. A little bit faster, and then we try with the music. 5, 6, 7 box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Half. We go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross cha-cha. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down and up. Legs out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 and 6. Slow we go. 1, ti ti ta ta. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2. Booty and 5, 6, 7, E. Box step. Now we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Guys, ready or not, we did with the music. But remember, we're gonna do one slow, so don't panic. We're gonna do our slow song, and then we're gonna hit it harder. Now, let me just check whether... This is normal tempo, right? So she says, all right, guys, from the top. Breathe, don't give up.
Oye,
5, 6, 7, go 1.
permíteme la palabra, porque la traicionera está de nuevo en tu cama. Yo le he visto como
Cha-cha.
no te lo quería decir, no fue que me lo dijeron,
Slow.
fue que yo misma vi. Amigo mío, gracias, gracias por el consejo, pero no puedo dejarla.
Luis
Por esa
Pauzaite.
mujer me muero, aunque sea la serpiente y me digan que es malo, es la extra de mi vida y yo soy el macho que llama. No digo que serpiente, ni tampoco que ella es mala.
Slow.
Amigo, abre los ojos, esa mujer te engaña, es una fiera callada. You really alone. Ralphie Green.
Up. Hey. Woo. Cha-cha. Hey.
Bueno, Ricardo, ya que tienes tantos años conmigo, papi, déjame aclararte algo. Tú estás confundido con lo que me estás diciendo. No hables así de mi mujer, no me la sigas vendiendo. Yo le he visto con otro, no la vuelvo a repetir. Ojos que me lo dijeron, porque yo mismo la vi. Amigo mío, gracias por el consejo, pero no puedo negarte que por ella yo me muero. Amigo mío, trata de escuchar mi consejo. Creo que debes dejarla. Es un aunque sea la serpiente y me digan que ella es mala, seguirá siendo la dueña de mi vida. Y yo el hombre que ella se mata con cualquier desgracia. No digo que se siente, ni tampoco que ella es mala. Amigo, abre los ojos. Yo no puedo creer. Esa mujer debe su mujer no es mala. A mí no me importa. A mí no me importa. A mí no me importa. Ella será mala. Esa es la que quiero. Esa condenada.
Well done, well done, well done. How you feeling, guys? Are we okay? So guys, we're gonna go immediately into our faster song. I know I'm taking a little bit longer time than usual. I'm sorry, but I think it's important to do it right if we're doing something like this, right? So one more song, guys. Don't go anywhere. Wait it out. This is gonna be the faster one, okay? And after the faster one, we can have a talk. And for somebody who needs to leave, you can leave. But wait it out. One last song. Let's kill it. Now you had a little bit more practice. If there's bits you struggle with, remember, do the basic version. There's no shame in that. Let's go. Breathe in, breathe out, and don't forget to keep breathing. I'm getting there. Fantastic. All right, let's go. Let's go, Sarah. Let's do it faster. I love this song as well. Oh my God. Oh
Así es que yo te quiero besar, mi amor, que tú me la hayas sacado.
Ready? Six, seven, one. Keep going. How? Let's go. How? Cha-cha.
Así que yo te quiero agarrar, mi amor, para pagar. Que tú me das, que tú me das, que yo te venía pa' acá.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1.
Ella venía una mujer, allá en un capito de algo yo, que aún no había luz. Y la lámpara se nos apagó.
Let's go. Hop.
Y el barco te aproveché.
Keep breathing, guys. Keep breathing.
No me
Let's go. Cha-cha.
y le dije, ay, mi amor, prepárate, que ahora voy yo. Para. Así es que yo te quiero besar, mi amor, como la lámpara para. Así que yo te quiero más.
Let's go.
Como la lámpara para. Así que yo te quiero agarrar,
Cha-cha.
con la lámpara apagada. Que tú me das,
Let's go. Hop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cha-cha. Work it. Hop, hop, hop. 1, 5. 1, 5. Cha-cha-cha.
Así que yo te quiero ganar,
Chiqui,
mi
chiqui,
amor,
chiqui, bacata.
como el lámpara. Así es que yo te quiero amar, como el lámpara. Así que yo te quiero ganar, mi amor, como el lámpara. Que tú me das, que tú me das, que yo quería
Hop, hop, hop. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's go. Go hop. Cha-cha. Don't give up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Again? No. Oh, all right, my peoples, how are we doing? This is where we can breathe now. You can breathe now, guys. This is it. Okay, what do we have? For some reason, the hardest part for me is the half box, keep wrong footing, just before the cha-cha. That's weird. So just make sure you shift your weight. It's something happening up there with the shift of the weight, right? Make sure you shift your weight. When you're coming back here, it's a side step immediately. Maybe you're forgetting it's a side step, taking that step, thinking it's still the half, and then that's where it gets the confusion. I think, Ortendo. Oh, Anna enjoyed it. Fantastic. Excellent. Idea of sliding instead of stepping on the floor helped finally the whole routine together. Hey, Victoria. Perfect. Well done. Parishat, now it goes better. Thank you. Oh, that's good. You see, Parishat, it's just about the practice. Just about the practice. I'm exhausted, but I love it. Me too. I love this kind of exhaustion. My problem is losing the hip motion while doing the step. So the key is, guys, now, the challenge is you've done it. Okay, some of you may be basic version, some of you may be complicated, doesn't matter, but you've done it. So the key now is try and practice different step on its own. If you're doing your box step, just do one song, just a box step. Try to think about the hip. If you're doing a half step, do a whole song, just a half step. If you're doing cross cha-cha, you can do cross cha-cha to the other side. No problem, right? So try to break steps apart. That's the best way to practice. It's really hard to focus with the hips all the way through the routine. It's much easier to focus them individually, right? Or keep doing the exercise that we did with the figure 8 and a tap side to side and a tap this one, right? And the more you practice it, you will find that once you start shifting your weight in Dominican Bachata, your hips naturally will come in play. And they sometimes will even play like you didn't know they can play, only because you practice the hips and they are loose and they are synchronized with your brain. The brain understands what's happening, right? So you give signal to your body and the body responds. So practice things individually is the best way to do it. Россия здесь тоже спасибо. Спасибо, Россия. Thank you very much. Random trail sweating. Me too. Sweating is good. Excellent. That was fast, blah, blah, blah. Excellent. Super. Love it. Excellent. Needs to paramedic. No, no paramedic, guys. No paramedic. It's good for your heart. A little bit of cardio is good for your heart. Oh, Anya is loving it. Excellent. Exactly. Yes. Excellent, Nortenda. I'm glad you got that. Is the trick to keep the hips moving to kind of the move of the hip of the leg? Is the direction traveling before the foot goes? So the trick is of the hip always shift of the weight. So when we did this exercise, we didn't go like this, right? Remember, we had our weight on the opposite leg. And as I'm taking my step, only after the hip happens. So it's always a delayed reaction. For the side one as well, as I'm shifting my hip, I'm not going immediately with the step because then it looks like this. What I do, I put the leg down, only then the hip goes. Put the leg down and then the hip goes. It's a transfer of the weight, same as we use in salsa, same we use in bachata. In every kind of dance, the hip comes from the transfer of the weight. It's a delayed action. It's not the same as you step. So we're not going like this. We're going step, transfer, step, transfer, step, transfer. But in Dominican Bachata, we put our weight on the heels and that transfer is a bit lower. This is still, and the hips are smaller, so it's more exaggerated on the hip action. But it's a delayed transfer of the weight. And guys, I have a video for that as well. So if you send me, guys, find me on Instagram. If you need a transfer of the weight or a hip video and you can't find it on my channel, send me. I just send you a handle on my Instagram. Make sure you find me, send me a message. I'll send you the videos to practice that. I have like little tutorials and it will make more sense. Susanna, amazing class. You're welcome. I did Dominican Bachata classes before, but you made it so much fun. Oh, yay! I love so much Dominican. I think this is the first time I've actually moved my hips properly. Oh, fantastic. Well done. Luis, mi placer, gracias para ti. This gives me similar feeling to some swing dances. Yeah, you know what? As I say earlier, transfer of the weight is transfer of the weight. You know, delayed transfer of the weight is in every single dance. There is no dance that I know that you would use your hip with the leg. It's always step and step and step, and no matter what dance you do. So it has a similar thing to swing as well. So it does in salsa, so it does in so many dances. It's just one of those things. My pleasure, Ana Maria. Excellent, Sal. Okay, guys, before you go, let me just quickly promote myself since you're already here. First of all, big thank you to everybody who's donating money. Guys, these classes are free. They have been free from the beginning because I'm trying to make my money otherwise. Because I believe that it's a difficult time for everybody and nobody should choose whether to spend their money on buying food and paying electricity or coming to a dance class. You know, dance is supposed to unite us through difficult times and it's supposed to make us feel better. A lot of people getting depressed these days. You know, I'm getting all kinds of informations and it just breaks my heart. So I feel like dancing is healing me. Being with you heals my soul and makes my life worth living, you know, through these horrible times. So these classes are free. Donations are for people who maybe you can't afford today to donate something, but maybe you can afford tomorrow. You know what I mean? And if you can't, again, don't worry about it. This is why these classes are here. But for those who can afford something and they donate something, guys, it comes into the main fund and it keeps these classes going. We have Saturday classes. And of course, tomorrow it's lady styling. We have 2 hours, 5:30 we start, and we have bachata lady styling. And then we have 6:45 salsa lady styling. This is our regular classes, always every single Saturday and Sunday we are here. Next Saturday, we are doing salsa and we're coming back into our spinning. So guys, I know you get really frustrated with salsa spinning, but I have an idea. I actually have a very interesting routine prepared for you. And I've learned this routine through one of my dance colleagues, and they were like tricking their students in spinning without them noticing that they are doing it. So I'm going to try and do that and see whether that works better on you, because so many times we did spinning classes and even though people know they need it, they struggle with it, so they get disheartened, so they don't want to do it. But I want to keep making you spin, guys. It's such a fun, amazing thing to do, such an amazing technique to have. So next Saturday, 7 p.m., we're gonna come back here. We do salsa spinning. I'm gonna try new stuff on you. And the Saturday after, we're gonna be back with bachata. So we mix it up. One Saturday salsa, one Saturday bachata. Sometimes we do merengue, cha-cha, or whatever. But every Sunday, lady styling. So come along tomorrow. If you're a guy and you still want to work on lady styling or footwork or something, you're also welcome to come in. Now, guys, also, I have courses coming up. Now, these courses are £10 for 2 hours, so it is not free. But these courses are super important, I think, for everybody because it's technique course. Now, I'll send you the link. This is it, dancewithrasa.com. That's my website. You go there. It's 2 hours through Zoom. That's why it's £10. And we're going to actually I'm going to have my camera on. If you want, you can have your camera on as well. Now, what we're going to do in this technique class, there's one salsa next month and one bachata one. And we have salsa men's styling as well, end of this month. So men, if you want to work on your styling individually, not just for work, but where your arms are supposed to be is going to be for salsa. Where your arms are supposed to be, where your turns are supposed to be, your body movement, your posture, all that kind of stuff. I have men's styling as well, which is the end of this month on Monday. Everything is on that website. Then we have bachata and salsa technique class next month. So those are super important because we're going to work on balance. We're going to work on our turning toes out. We're going to work on our posture. We're going to work on what kind of things you have to do at home to train your body, to be able to isolate your body, to be able to move your body in many different ways. You're not going to learn probably not even one new move. It's all going to be based on basic steps and also exercises, which is what every single dancer does to train their body from a little age. But you're going to get little snippets, what I believe is an eye opener. Suddenly you will find like, oh my God, I know where my feet are supposed to be. I know how to hold myself. And then when you look at yourself dancing, you suddenly will be like, okay, it makes sense. You know, sometimes you're learning things and for some reason it just doesn't work. It's because those little bits are missing. So that's what's going to happen. If that's of an interest for you, just go to my website. I send you the link, or find me on Instagram. I send you my handle of Instagram. If you need more information, just let me know and I will help you out. But that's what I'm doing. Please join in. I'm doing this for you and of course for me because I love it, but mostly because I listen to what you struggle with, and I think this class would be very beneficial. So anybody's welcome to join in. If you're a beginner, you're lucky, because from the beginners class already to have that information is incredible. If you're an advanced dancer, you're going to fill in the gaps that you have. So there you go. And that's it. And now thank you for coming, and don't go enjoy the rest of your Saturday. What do we have here? People saying to me, thank you. My pleasure, guys. My pleasure. Oh, you live in Turkey, Sitka. Wow, Sitka, you have PayPal, you have coffee. Living in Turkey, learn that PayPal doesn't work here. Oh, that's sad. Well, you have PayPal, you have coffee, and you have here. You can whether donate here because there's a little dollar sign here. You know, when you, Sitka, when you are in the comment section, there's a dollar sign. So you whether pay it here, PayPal, or coffee. I cannot accept any other payments because, well, there isn't any other way. So you can buy something from me at some point in your life. Sitka, don't worry. Don't stress about it. Mary Lou, thank you so much, darling. Thank you, Andrea, so much. Yay, Andrea loves spinning. Oh, Victoria, thank you so much for such generous donation, darling. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yes, Sal. Well, I have hope that even though I've said it, you still guys not gonna notice it. That's what I was thinking, Sal. My pleasure, Alistair. Thank you very much. Anna, Sarah, thank you guys. Victoria, thank you so much. Elena, thank you. Guys, hope to see you tomorrow for lady styling. If not, I'll see you around in some other times. Thank you very much. Dynamic, thank you very much. Love watching you tonight. Dynamic, we're gonna make you dance. We're gonna make you dance. Kisses, guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Bye for now.